Hey, good afternoon. I wanted to check in and kind of introduce something that I'm wanting to do more with people. And this afternoon, I'm getting a chance to do this and gonna try and take you guys along on this journey if the customer is okay with it. I got a request for a couple of tabletops, and I'll show you them here in a second. The lady that wanted them said that she had some oak that she got from her grandparents' house, a white oak tree that was cut down in her grandparents' house. And it wasn't really good for a tabletop, but there was some good wood there as part of it. And could I make a tabletop with the white oak I had and then use what she had and make her some heirloom pieces, some stuff she would have as a memory of her grandparents. And so she's coming today to pick up the pieces, the tabletop pieces, and I'm gonna attach the base for her. And then we're gonna take a look at the wood she has. And so hopefully we can come up with some really cool stuff that I can make her. So she has this keepsake, this memory of her grandparents. So this is the wood that I made, or I cut for her. I guess I didn't really make it. I cut it and then finished it, flattened it and finished it. And I mean, it just came out so beautiful. The grain patterns on it is amazing. And it's just treated with beeswax. So we're gonna see when she gets here what she thinks and what she wants to do with the pieces she has from her family's property. So I really would like to do more of that kind of thing for people, where we work together to create something that lasts with some wood that you have, and be able to tell that story to the community through this method. So if you have stuff like that, please let me know and let's work together. Let's have some fun and figure out what we can do with it. And if you're having trees that are cut down, you know, so many of these trees in our neighborhoods nowadays end up getting cut down for one reason or another. And if you have a tree like that on your property that's getting cut down, I mean, these are beautiful maple trees, let me know and we can hopefully figure out what to do with it. I'll tell you a funny story about these maple trees. You can see here how big they are. They're bigger than our house. So, you know, I would say they're probably 40, 50 feet high. These two trees were brought home in the back of my wife's station wagon when we bought this house. And we've been able to watch these trees grow and become these huge, beautiful things that create shade for our house, for our front yard, and help create this tunnel that you drive through of trees when you come into our driveway. So, you know, they have just incredible value to us, and the story of it is really amazing. I would love to hear your stories and share that with you. So let me know and we'll see what we can do together. Here's some footage from the market down in Winder. This is the brewery where the market is once a month. Finished Good Brew Works. They have not only downstairs seating, but outside as well. The market is upstairs, but here's the downstairs. And this week they've got a band getting set up. Should be some great entertainment for everybody. These markets are an absolute blast to do. I don't know that it'll ever get old. It's fun coming, and that sense of nervous anticipation about whether or not it'll be a good market financially and how it'll all go. Getting to meet everybody from social media and push our products. Okay, let's get some footage of inside. You can park right there, that's fine.
just so that patrons have a place to park.
How considerate. All right, this morning we're gonna cut the blanks for a cherry custom bowl that I need to make. I have a friend that wants a bread bowl for the holidays, and so we're gonna take this beautiful cherry I have and we're gonna cut that. And so this week's video will be following along on this journey from log to a legacy piece that she can have for the rest of her life and pass down. So we'll get to find out together what the log has to offer, what it's going to look like underneath, and get to see the beautiful finished product. One bowl blank created. So there you can see, we'll take this, you've got good depth for a bread bowl, and turn this into a really pretty bowl. Good morning. All right, so today we're continuing with our cherry bowl project for a customer. I'm gonna film doing that, and you can kind of watch with me how it goes here. The reality is that this bowl is a little too big for this lathe. Vibrates a lot in the initial stages, and so I just take my time and we'll get it done. This is a beautiful piece of cherry though, and I think it's gonna come out really nice. So this will be a long process. I'll film as much of it as I can, and I'll do a little on the outside and a little on the inside, and then we can really see what kind of character is the wood gonna give us. I mean, cherry is just such an amazing wood. It's such a beautiful grain, so I don't know how we can go wrong with it. So here we go. So one of the things I need to do here is adjust the belt for a higher torque, lower speed setting. It just takes a second to do that. So we're gonna move this right over here. There we go. That should be better. Right now I'm just cleaning out the center of the part that hasn't been turned yet. Wow, that is coming out really pretty. Got a lot to go there. Alright, I'm going to change tools here and move to a carbide hollowing tool. It's longer and it just does a really nice job when it gets in deeper into the bowl. Easy. I gotta get a face mask. You can see a big difference here in the wood that comes off of it using the carbide hollowing tool versus what's called a bowl gouge. It doesn't make the wood shavings, it makes almost like sawdust. Boy, that's pretty. Wow, that is really pretty. Let's take this off of here and you can see just this beautiful wood grain. Let's see. That cherry is really pretty. All right, so you can see here, microwave bowl. And I just set it over here to dry in front of the fan for a little bit. Go through that cycle a few times and it really seems to do a good job of drying it out. It breaks down the fibers and the water come out. I mean, I've even seen water boiling out of a wood bowl, which is really fascinating. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. Let's move this back. Can you see that in there? Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. This has been worth the struggle. See, this is why I do this. It's so pretty. I'm gonna sand this up, and it's still got the microwave and dry a bit, but this is awesome. All right, we have gone through the whole process of taking this log and cutting it up, putting it into a bowl blank, and then getting it on the lathe and slowly shaping it into a bowl. We've also gone through the process of drying it out using the microwave and a fan, and it took about 3 or 4 hours, but we've gone from 25% moisture down to about 9%. And it's great. It's ready for finishing. I'm gonna sand it up, and then we're gonna put some finish on it. So I will show a little bit of the sanding, then we'll come back and you guys can watch as we get the finish on it and really bring out the beauty and the character. Alright, we got it all sanded up and we're ready to put on the first coat of oil, or actually what I'm using is this beeswax and orange oil. It really, for bowls, it's a great product. It's food safe, and I use it a lot. It's particularly when I'm drying a bowl as I'm making it. It helps put some moisture back in, and I feel like it always contributes to not cracking as much. So I'm going to do that, and we're gonna just see how pretty this cherry looks together as it goes on. This is the most exciting part of any bowl turning, because you have all this surface area, and for the first time we're gonna bring it to life and see what the grain is gonna give us. So let's see what we got. And once I get it on the inside and outside, I'll take the camera and show the whole thing. I think the real exciting grain on this is going to actually be on the outside. There's some variegation here. Oh, wow. And this darker spot here is the end grain, and it's one of those things that I could sand that for the next 10 years and it wouldn't make a difference. It's going to always be darker like that. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Wow. It's just amazing to me that you know, you have such uniform grain here, and then this is probably where a branch came off. I never get tired of this. So this has been, from start to finish, of a bowl. Let's take it off and set it up. I still have to turn the bottom off, but we can get a good look at it. I'm gonna let this soak in overnight before I do that. Let's take it out here in the natural light. Look at that.